Hello, welcome to my channel. Antoinette here. This is a flip through of the Shimmering Veil Tarot, one I have been wanting for a very long time again, and it's made it into my low buy year, so I'm not sure how many more decks I've got left to purchase, but I'm probably almost out, and it's just February. I don't think that's a bad thing. So this one is a kind of independent deck, so you need to go to Cilla Conway's website, and then you can order from there. And comes in this, what do you call it, rose petal finish box. So it's kind of that velvety feeling. There's just some images there of the cards, some information there about the box, and exploring the archetypes of cosmic consciousness. So Cilla has a few different types of decks and books on her website if you go visit. And it comes in this, that opens this way, so we have some cards inside, and there's one of the High Priestess with some text in there. Let's just see if we can, I don't think you're going to be able to see that, but we'll just read this to you. In ages past, you came to ask your most pressing questions. Today, my time is returning. Once more, I look at you through the veil of consciousness and answer, as always, through ambiguity and metaphor. Do you recognize me? Do you remember? Sorry, it's really hard to read in there. So that's the box. It comes again with a soft flexi rose petal finish, and there we have the same card with the same writing. Actually, that might have been easier to read if I'd have realised. So Cilla also did the Intuitive Tarot, which I have seen about, and that is a really intriguing looking deck. The Byzantine Tarot and the Divas of Creation. I think there's a book, Lost Souls. Oh, I can't remember. But the book looked really interesting as well. However, I just stuck with the one purchase because I've been good. And there we have some information. Cards and artwork and book design are by Cilla Conway herself. And there's some information in here. Quantum realms. The consciousness of the Shimmering Veil. And then we have the Major Arcana, Journey Through. So there we have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, all the way through to... Okay, so we've changed some names. So instead of the world, we have the universe. And then we have an extra card called the Golden Fool, which is the tarot cycle is here completed by the second appearance of the Fool as a sublime and mysterious birth into the cosmic consciousness of someone else, which at present we have no way to define. So that'll be interesting to see. It is the 23rd card of the Major Arcana. Ah, right, so we have keywords then, so it's like little key bits, and then we have a sort of deeper dive into each card. We have minors, introduction to the suits, air, earth, fire, water, the suit of air, the cloud. So I think, if I remember rightly, yeah. Okay, so each suit has a symbol. So earth is a circle. Just before we get into the deck. Fire, flames, makes sense. And water is like the little Aquarius sign for water. Using the Shimmering Veil Tarot at the back, the court cards or face cards. That's something about a 3-card spread. We have a Celtic cross here with questions to go with that Celtic cross. Recommended reading, that's nice to see. Got some YouTube videos there in the back. And information about creating a deck. Okay, so there's the book. let's get into the cards. So they're bigger than a standard tarot card. And yes, this was what did it. The holographics and the beautiful card work, of course. And just to compare, so that shows you a low scarabeo size tarot with this one, so it's wider and just a touch longer, which for me is going to be a struggle for shuffling, but I will find my way around that, don't you worry. So we're starting here with the Fool, and first thing, I don't know if any of you are noticing, is there's nothing written on these, so you're going to need to know your cards and the order in which they sit, so you might want the guidebook to get you going with this. In fact, I might just to make sure that we've got the right order, because you know some creators flip. Oh no, we've got them the right way around. Strength and Justice are the standard way, as we would call them. Let's zoom in. So starting with the Fool then. Your Magician. Your High Priestess. So many people love this card. I think she's beautiful. There's that really, like, there's just the fact that the veil's there and it gives you all of that intrigue, mystery, questions that you want to answer. It's almost like she's holding the seeds of life in her hand there as well, isn't it? Could even be a face, might even be her own face in there. Our Empress, so she's not pregnant for a change, but she is giving life. Our Emperor, it's very Marsy, isn't it? And our Hierophant. Bit murky, but I suppose the job of the Hierophant is murky, isn't he? Lovers. It could be faces, it could be wings, birds. Chariot. There's our Strength, card 8. Hermit. How's that then for the wheel? Looks like the Milky Way or galaxy. Justice. Hanged Man. Oh, that's very interesting, isn't it? Like the Angel of Death. Some skull faces and souls coming up. That's a really ethereal card, isn't it, for Temperance? And we have our Devil. The red cord, look around them, joining them. So for this one, the Tower. I mean, I think this is the Tower in a way, but there's like a really menacing eye there. That's all I see when I see this, is like this eye kind of staring at you, like judging you or mocking you. It's almost like, whatever you do, I'm going to destroy it. I mean, I don't know. That's just me, but do you see it? It's like somebody frowning at you. I can also see like an owl there as well, but it feels, I don't know. To me, it invokes that, so that's really interesting. Here's the Star. The Moon. That's our Sun. It's nice, bright, beautiful colours. Judgment. So there's our Universe card, or the World. And there's our Fool. So let's just pull him back out. So you go from here to here. And you could almost argue that that is an in-between, couldn't you? Yeah. Nice. Right, so again, none of these tell you what they are, so you'll need to understand the cards really. So we're on to air cards. That's our ace, 2, 3, so 3 of swords, 4, 5, it's always eyeballs watching, 6, 7, 8, 10 of swords, 'Let's have a quick. Right, so we're calling them page, warrior, queen, like the ice queen, snow queen, and the king. Then we're on to earth, imagery and colours are really interesting, aren't they? You've got like a angel there that they're watching over. So 5 of Pentacles, which is 6, 7, 8. Excuse me, sorry. Tickly throat. The cold. It just won't go away. So page. And same then, warrior, queen, and king. So wands, three. That's gorgeous colours. I like that. 4, again, really nice colours. 5, 6, 7, 8 of wands. Could that be people? 9. There's our 10. Page, warrior. They look like they're enjoying themselves. Little queen. Oh, got 2 queens. I did not know this. So I've got the queen kind of, I'm not sure what she's holding, but power and universe. Like she's got power there in her hands. She's creating it. She's taming it. And then here she has the snake. It's very interesting. And the king. Well, he looks a bit darker and a bit more sinister, doesn't he? Then on to the water. So there's our ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. Choices in bubbles. 9 and 10. Again, that's another nice happy card, isn't it? There we have our Page of Cups, or Warrior, is that King Triton? Queen. And King, like a merman, isn't he? Interesting. How do you use this deck, and do you have it? I hope you enjoyed that. So that was my first time going through it by myself, seeing the cards, enjoying the artwork. So I apologise if that took longer than you'd wanted it to take. But I also thought, just for fun, that this deck might go with soul cards, because I was wondering how I might pair it. Not something I do often, but I felt like these decks do sort of go quite well together, and it's not the only deck that I was thinking that this would pair well with. I also thought it might pair well with the Oracle of Echoes by Saturnarium. So let's just get these into focus. I'm just going to pick randoms here. I think the kind of colour and art do go quite nicely as an aesthetic. As you know, many of you know, I'm not so worried about aesthetic. I can put and pair like random looking decks together, but I use them independently of each other. I use them for layers of readings. I don't use them as a fluid read, whereas this maybe would give more of a fluid read, is what I'm beginning to wonder, as I'm being curious. And just, you know, other ways of working with decks and things, really. And this would be another way of incorporating Oracle into my practice. For those of you that have seen how I work with Oracle, how I use Oracle video, then you'll understand why I'm perhaps exploring other things. But yeah, I think kind of colour palette, tonally, and the free flow art form here, I think these three go really nicely together. So there we go. Anyway, thank you for bearing with me and watching right through to this far, if you got this far, and allowing me to kind of look into the art and talk about it as well. What was your favourite card? Did you see them? And would this be a deck that you've worked with? Let me know in comments, as always, because I like to join in a conversation and you know, engage with the community. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.